Hey there. I was gonna give you a hard time about losing the Unity belt, but I don't have the heart. A betrayal like that had to suck.
Thanks, Becky. It's mostly just my pride that aches at this point, which is why I am going to take all of Punk's away at Survivor Series.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Nick Aldis told me you and your partner were in charge of recruiting Team WWE. I want in.
Oh, wow. Becky, you are literally a legend, so I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
But there's a mountain of responsibility on your shoulders, and you want to make sure you're making the right call, because if you screw this up, it's pretty much the end of WWE as we know it.
Sounds overwhelming when you put it that way.
Well then, how would you like to walk into Survivor Series knowing you're facing a mutiny that's already broken?
I would like that very much. Tell me more.
Before Punk stuck a knife in your backs in a way he never could have if Seth and I had been the Unity champions.
You're a real peach.
The whole world thought Bailey was the puppet mistress pulling the strings of this mutiny rebellion. And as you may have heard, she and I have a bit of a history.
A bit? You were part of the NXT 4 Horsewomen together. You and Bailey don't just have history, you have mythology.
Exactly. Nobody knows Bailey as well as I do. And I'm sure that going from revolutionary leader to CM Punk's second fiddle has got to be driving her mad.
And you want to use that to drive a wedge.
Not only drive a wedge, I can drive Bailey all the way back to WWE.
That happens, Mutiny doesn't walk into Survivor Series. They hobble.
Exactly. I know just how to get under Bailey's skin, too. My next match, she's gonna see me do all her moves better than she does. So you give me the green light, and I'll go to work.
If you can split Mutiny's core and bring Bailey back home to WWE, you're not just on our Survivor Series team. You're the linchpin.
Linchpin. I'm the punter around these parts. That's gimmick infringement.
If you're gonna steal, steal from the best.
Flattery will get you everywhere. All right, let's see if I can get my old pal's attention.
Becky Lynch is ready for action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch!
I spoke to Becky earlier, and she said that Mutiny should be watching her match very closely tonight.
Well, that's the last thing in the world I'd be asking for, Cole. We've seen what happens when you poke that bear.
Becky is looking to make a statement loud enough for Mutiny to hear.
The irresistible force is here.
Ready to squash.
And her opponent from San Diego, California, Nia Jax!
Nia Jax has targeted everyone in the women's locker room.
Whether it be as a singles or tag team competitor, Jax has dominated and reached the very top.
Indeed, Nia Jax has become an unrelenting, remorseless powerhouse. Well, one thing is you have to answer Becky's amazing in-ring IQ and willingness to do anything to win.
Well, if she can find the right strategy, it'll change her career.
Becky Lynch has promised that this match is going to get mutiny talking.
Everyone knows her history with Nia Jax. It was after one of their exchanges that the man became the man. This will get everyone talking.
There's more on Becky's mind than beating Nia. Take a look at how she's moving differently in there. There's something familiar about it. Now that's what you call impact.
Oh, man.
And again.
Uh-oh.
She counters it.
Man, she's got to get herself together here. Oh, it's punishing the right arm.
And that damage to the shoulder could be an ongoing factor now. It might limit range of motion in the entire arm.
Bruising attack to the stomach. And over the top into a rough landing. And it on the apron.
Back in the ring.
Jax absolutely not backing down. Lands the elbow. From behind. Back suplex. Back. Uh-oh.
Oh, Becky fights back.
Kick on the mark.
Whoa, you know what? Good riddance. That's what you get for taking the focus off of your opponent.
There's the crucifix. Nicely done. Jax with great wherewithal.
Stop right to the belly. Turning the tables.
A defensive elbow to the gut ends that.
Waistlock.
Shoulders down. Jax could be put away here. She gets the shoulder up. What does she have to do to put her away?
I'm asking myself the same question. I have no idea.
Man.
Chop block. Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee.
Oh, man. And gets sent right into the corner.
Bullseye. A rare spot of trouble for Nia.
Nia struggling, but still capable of a comeback.
Drop kick.
Hits the mark.
Ooh, that foils Lynch.
And Jax is finally changing the tempo with that attack.
But Nia has to push now while the window's open.
Kick connects. Hooking it up. Spiked with a rose plant.
Jax looks absolutely out of it.
2 count. Oh, kicks out. Kicks out.
Nia Jax refuses to quit. Impressive resilience from Jax here tonight.
You know, Becky is feeling a dissatisfaction with the outcome of that pin count. She thought she had it. Becky with all the momentum on her side.
Yeah, Lynch is appearing unstoppable.
Drop kick to her face. And an answer from her.
She might be waking up.
She's able to seize the opportunity, but she's got to keep up the pressure.
Intercepted by the man.
Quick to the gut. Uh-oh. Look out.
Spiked with a rose plant.
Will that sew this up for Becky?
2. There it is. Becky Lynch is your winner.
Here is your winner, the man, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch just defeated Nia Jax with a Bailey to belly suplex. It was actually a Becky to belly.
That wasn't just a suplex, that was a statement directly to her former close friend Bayley. Forget about your big mutiny plans and look at me.
Thanks for meeting me up here.
No problem, but isn't this just a little bit paranoid?
People have been jumping from WWE to Mutiny since the night they invaded. Bayley probably has a set of eyes or ears hanging around here somewhere.
Well, word definitely got back to her about you doing her moves. Did you see her social media rant?
It was hard to miss. I'm already so far under her skin, she's gonna scratch herself raw.
Right? I've never seen a person use so many words to insist they don't care about something.
That'd be the lady protesting too much. One more nudge, I think I'll be able to open Bayley's eyes to how Punk's really using her.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm Irish, darling. I'm just gonna use my words.
Welcome to the return of Ding Dong. Hello! I'm your host, Bayley. And I'm wearing some brand new fancy slacks for the occasion. This week, we have the biggest guest I have ever seen walk through that door. She's an icon, a legend, the former leader of Mutiny, me!
You know, I had this really funny bit about Bayley walking through that door and doing a big pratfall like some cheesy sitcom. But honestly, it's just making me sad. See, I miss Bayley. The real Bayley. My Bayley. I'm doing all this to try and remind her who she really is. Do you remember, Bayley? Do you? You're a force of nature. You built damage control from nothing into one of the most dominant factions in WWE and kept them there for 2 years. You're a leader. If it had really been you in charge of Mutiny, I might not like it, but at least I'd respect the game. But this, following a cult leader like Punk off a cliff, that's not you. That can't be you. If you rang the doorbell and walked through that door, all I'd ask is what the hell happened to my friend. So instead, later tonight, I'm gonna go out there, and when the bell rings, I hope you're standing across from me. It's time we mend our fences.
Becky Lynch invited Bayley to the ring, and it seems Bayley accepted.
I didn't think she would actually show. Look out!
Kairi Sane from behind.
This was a setup.
Becky was distracted. Now Kairi's laying in the punches.
The referee's finally getting some control.
It's about damn time.
Nope, Kairi's going back. Get up, Becky!
Kairi Sane wanted to get her hands on Becky Lynch. Now she has her chance.
If Becky thought she could talk any sense into that traitor Bayley, I got a steel mill in Pittsburgh to sell her. Pure naivete.
Having faith in the people you care about isn't naive, Corey. It's hope. Ooh. Had the foresight to get out of that one. There There's a crucifix, nicely done.
Wow. Oh, right to the gut. Uh-oh. Face first in the turnbuckle.
Lynch has her opponent hooked.
Exploder in the corner.
Timely reversal on Lynch. Just like that, she turned it around. Punch lands. Gets the reversal. What a counter.
These two are finding an answer for everything.
There's a crucifix, nicely done.
Shane losing some focus on the task at hand. Shot to the face gets him out of that spot.
Becky moves out of the way.
Oh my God.
Springboard, but nobody home.
Oh, hey. Becky connects.
Incoming!
Whoa, what a landing.
The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
And now thrown back into the ring. Ref, are you blind?
Just how desperate do you have to be? Why not a fair fight, huh?
Oh, and return fire from Lynch.
Oh, there it is.
And she breaks her own submission hold. We don't see that often.
That can either psych out her opponent or come back to bite her.
Bam! Boom, what a kick. Spinning kick to the gut.
There's a crucifix, nicely done.
Misses the target. She's just taken so much damage to this point.
Looks like the gas tank is running past E now.
Vicious, downright savage club right there.
Becky Lynch looking for it. Ooh, manhandle slam.
Shane is absolutely laid out. Oh!
Chop block. Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee.
Oh, man. Becky in full control here. That's it. Calling it by knockout.
Becky Lynch just fended off Kairi Sane's attack and sent her back to Mutiny with a lot of explaining to do.
Well, it might have been Kairi's hands, but that was Bayley's attack. Until these two former allies get their hands on each other, this war isn't going to stop.
Becky, Becky, Becky. You know, it took me a couple of weeks to figure out why you were so determined to get my attention. Now I see. It's the same thing it's always been with you, Rebecca. Green-eyed envy. You're right. I did build damage control from the ground up, and then they fell apart without me. Just like the horsewomen fell apart without me. It must drive you crazy that everything I touch turns to gold, while every professional relationship you've ever had falls to dust. You believe you can cause tension between Punk and me because you think we work by the same code as the WWE locker room. Every person for themselves. You're wrong. Mutiny is different. We're breaking the old hierarchies. You are the one who sold your soul for success, Becky. You call yourself the man when you've been dancing a jig to WWE's tunes since the beginning. Your book tour, your morning show interviews, your fans, all gifts from the machine for being a good little girl. You would throw any friend under the bus to get ahead. Unlike Kairi Sane, who joined Mutiny out of loyalty to our friendship. Loyalty, which you never had. I don't know what you're after, Becky, but I know there's one way to settle it. In the ring. But I'm not the fool you think I am. You're not going to sucker me into a SmackDown trap. Come home to the place that made you, Becky. Come face me at NXT and I'll show you what you really are. A puppet. You're not the only one who can play mind games. Stay tuned.